What up, y'all? It's your boy Ben here, and we're back at it again with another Pokemon Pocket video. As goes this title, A4 has been completely leaked, and this is coming from folks who are data miners. So again, things may change. We're literally like a day out, so if you want to see the cards that are coming through, by all means watch the rest of this video. If not, like, pin it and then wait till tomorrow comes out, and then you can see my thoughts and reacting to the cards as they are. It's really exciting to be able to get our hands on this, literally just scrolling through a bunch of things and able to luck out and find that, so that's great. What a wonderful way to come back from vacation, lots of family time and everything else. So without further ado, my baby girl turns 1. She's actually 1 now that you're actually watching this video. So things are feeling great. Baby girl, new set, new cards. So let's go ahead and dive right on into it. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, and let's just get into it. So first up here, just again, so we'll see if these cards turn out to be the way that they are, but the way the time that it's released out now, don't think there's going to be a lot of changes to it, but again, you never know, so we'll just take it as is here and see if there are any changes when the cards do come out. But we have Oddish, 50 HP, 1 energy, Poison Powder, love that. That goes into Gloom, 2 energy, 40, Blossom, 2 energy, love it, love a card, love a Stage 2 that does well with Rare Candy. Flip 3 coins. This attack does 60 damage for each heads. This Pokemon is now confused. We need so we got a flip mechanic. You are possibly able to do 180 damage no matter what. You are confusing the opponent, so they now have to flip in order to be able to attack. So definitely some high ends here. You love the status affliction on top of high damaging moves here, but again, we've seen it with Celebi time and time again. You can end up with 0 coins, and that can feel really bad, but 180 damage feels pretty good. For that aspect, we have Tangela here, Sleep Powder, 22 energy. They're now asleep. Tangrowth, 3 energy. This attack does 40 damage for each energy in your opponent's active Pokemon's retreat costs. 40 more damage, so higher retreat, higher that. So for these walls that they're trying to send your way, you get to attack. That's pretty good. Average retreat cost, maybe 2 energy. That's 80. For 3 energy is a lot. You kind of want to benefit from 3 energy, so this could be good or not good. So we'll see how this plays out here. Scyther, 1 energy. Do we get Scizor? We get Pinsir. Okay, they're still in grass. Maybe they treat Scizor as steel. 1 energy, 20, but it's colorless. So this is probably hinting at a Scizor here. So that'd be pretty cool. Pinsir, 3 energy, 70. You know what? It's better than the double heads piece again, because again, you just don't know if you're gonna be able to attack. So maybe that's still a lot of energy to dedicate to just a basic for 90 HP though. Chikorita, 1 energy, 20. Bayleaf, 2 energy, 40. It feels like that's the basic one, but you get HP 90, which is pretty nice, and 153 energy, heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon. Oh, that's pretty good. It doesn't say each of your grass Pokemon either, so whatever is around you, everybody gets healed up. That's actually kind of nice. 3 energy, possibly 80 health being healed in 1 turn. It sounds pretty sick. We have Ladybug, 20, 60 HP, Lydian, 1 energy for 50, pretty good. Hoppip, 120, 140 for Skiploom, Jumpluff. Your active Pokemon has no retreat cost? Oh, you can cook with this. Your active Pokemon now has no retreat cost. Do I attack with this at all? Oh, that's pretty good. What was Meganium? Meganium was 3. Oh, that could be fun. 1 energy, 60 for that. Oh, Jumpluff could be fun. This fluffy flight ability is pretty good. I like that. We got Sunkern. Sunkern's like the weakest Pokemon, literally. Like it has the slowest BST, so that's so funny. Heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. You get to attack for 20. That's pretty good. Solar Beam, Sunflora. Alright, they didn't make this like a joke of a mon. 2 energy 70 for stage 1 is pretty standard, so that's pretty nice. Yanmei here, still colorless energy, that's pretty cool. U-turn, switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. You do need 2 energy in order to do this, but quite frankly, we've seen this only with Volt Switch on Tapu Koko, the non-EX version, and that takes 3 energy. This is a basic for 2 energy. You can deal 20, but you get to switch out. The other moves are just kind of like teleport to run away for 1 energy, so damaging while moving out is pretty nice. Yanmega only requires 2 energy, so this is pretty good. So you can either switch out and then like wait for Yanmega or evolve and attack for 60. That's pretty cool in terms of energy efficiency, which is like lovely. And then we got Pineco, 20 for 30. We got our first EX, Shuckle EX, 120 HP. Pineco is, oh sorry, before we like talk about Shuckle, Pineco is 2 colors energy, which means Fortress is Steel in this version, so that way you can run the grass and then the Steel type, so that makes sense to me. I so look forward to Scizor and Fortress. Hopefully Scizor is an EX, I'd love to see it. Shuckle EX, Solid Shell. This Pokemon takes minus 20 damage from attacks. Triple Slap 20 times, flip 3 coins, 20 damage for each head. So you mean the most I can do is 60? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about this. Chucky's supposed to be maybe a defensive mon because you take minus 20 no matter what. Maybe you pair this with Celebi EX because this is just taking the damage. You get to live a little bit longer. And you know, through Leaf Cape, through Erica, through potions, maybe this can be an actual solid tank for grass types because of this minus 20. That could mean a lot, actually. You know what? Let me say that could mean a lot, and so we'll see there. Other basics that attack for 20 just don't do anything to you at all, and that's just a free energy on your Celebi. It's only 1 retreat cost, so you can easily switch in once your thing is ramped up here. So you might see some Shucky Celebi superior shenanigans here because Shucky can be your Shuckle can be your tank, maybe if you like really squint at it. We got Heracross, some berry shenanigans, 2 energy. If this Pokemon has no damage on it, this attack does 40 more damage. So save it up for the bench, then fill it up, and then hit it with the berry to do even more damage. Sounds insane. That's actually really, really fun. I kind of like that a lot. Cherubi, if this Pokemon has a Pokemon attached to it, attacks used by this Pokemon cost. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, attacks used by this Pokemon cost 1 less energy. So I'm attacking with Sweets Relay for free. So I throw this on there and attack for Sweet Relay for free. So then I'm doing 10 and then 30, but I'm only 50 HP. So like this ability feels like it should be like on the stage 2 or stage 1. No, because like this is not enough damage for me to be like, yeah, I'm going to stay on this mon. All right, like this HP and this damage is way too low. Cherim here. This is colorless now. Okay, so are they trying to make this a colorless thing then? Like Sweets Relay definitely can go into a lot of different style decks. This is colorless, so you can run it. You attach the Pokemon tool. Now you don't need the energy per se. Cherim is here. Okay, all right. Maybe that's how they're working it. Okay, I see the vision. Vulpix 2 energy, which probably. Ooh, wait, hold on. This is actually so funny. This Vulpix, I have it in my hand. I wish I could show you. There it is. I literally have it in my hand. That's hilarious. My son is 3, and we open up Pokemon cards together. And he just kind of likes looking at the art. I like telling him the Pokemon names, and he kind of like that stop because he's just like, this is not English. And it's like kind of quite fair. Pokemon names don't sound right. So he opens up cards. He likes to give them out to his friends, so it's really cute to see him share. At this age, he like gets really excited about it, but then he like picks the one that he wants the most. Luckily for me, so far we haven't pulled anything too crazy, so there's no fighting back and forth between me and him about who has the cards. But I have that. That's really fun. 2 energy here, 1 fire, 1 colorless means Ninetales probably has 3 if they're doing this for us. 60 HP is pretty standard, but you get a boost in attack here. Scorching Breath 120. During this next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Alright, we've seen ways around this. We've seen, obviously, the Fossil Tech to get you in there. You can ramp into this with Flareon EX, and then so you have 2 Ninetales, and then you can like switch in and out between the 2 of them and just constantly attack that way. Because we've seen this. So this could work. 120 for 3 energy isn't terrible on a stage 1 Pokemon, to be honest. Especially with Moltres EX and Flareon, you have 2 ways to ramp, so that's not bad. Cynical attacking for 20. Okay, cool. Quilava, 1 energy attacking for 30. All right, 1 energy gang here. And Typhlosion, 2 energy once again. These stars are getting some love. Fire Breath. Once during your turn, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. Whoa! Okay. Okay. So that's crazy because we have Hypno's crying in its grave right now. So it's Grafaiai. Hypno is flip a coin to put them to sleep, and then they get to run out. Grafaiai is flip a coin to get them poisoned. This says that you're automatically burning them. That's kind of crazy. And I guess we have Pokemon moves that allow you to like automatically put things, right? But the fact that like this says that like they're burned from its ability, worthy of a stage 2 mon. That's a great ability here. We have Slugma, 2 energy 30, Macargo. 1 other Pokemon, either yours or your opponent's, is chosen at random 3 times. For each time a Pokemon was chosen, do 50 damage to it. Whew. 150 across the board. So either yours or 1 other Pokemon. So 1 other Pokemon means that Macargo can't get targeted. So if I read that correctly, I can do Spirit Fire if my bench is clear, and therefore my opponent only gets selected. And therefore this is a awesome, it goes on the lines with what Trio EX, Rayquaza EX, and Dragonite here, where like that is like the 30, 40, 50. They're always doing it on the opponent's side. Spirit Fire now allowed. That's a drawback, right? For 2 energy, doing 150 damage to your opponent's board sounds kind of broken. So they hit you with the yours. But I guess you can mitigate that by having that. So I guess you need like a strong basic to like follow this up here, because once you get the Spirit Fire, you obviously don't want to damage your own, right? Or you just say, hey, maybe I'm lucky and I just don't hit it. But this is cool. There's ways around this for sure, but this is cool. I like that a lot. Magby, take a fire energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench basic Pokemon. Oh, hold up. Oh, we lit with Vulpix then. This strat I was saying, Moltres EX and Flareon, we didn't gotta worry about it no more. Magby is doing that as well. I wonder, do we get a fighting ramp? But that's all I really want to see here. Entei. Magby right after Entei is kind of crazy. 4 energy, 110, flip a coin. If tails, discard 2 random energy from this Pokemon. That's a lot. 2 random energy when you are a 4 energy attacker is a lot. Because then you're only stuck with 2 energy, and then your retreat cost is 2 as well too. And then that's 4 for 100. Oh my goodness. I don't know. If it's heads, that means you can just attack again. But this is already just telling me I need to pair it with Magby, right? Like a Magmar, Magmortar, Entei deck is coming up. Hello EX, we've seen this in the trailer. Phoenix Turbo, 80 damage. Take fire, water, and electric energy from your zone, attach it to your bench Pokemon in any way that you like. Something spicy that I saw on Twitter was pairing this up with Celebi EX while running grass energy. So you do grass, and then attack, attach, and then you just need 1 grass energy in order for Celebi to attack. And it says any energy, doesn't say grass energy. So all of this is just now you're just boosting 150 potential 150 damage each turn. That's kind of crazy. Darumaka, 70 standard, 30 HP flop, pretty cool. Like the Art Claydol, Darmanitan, 3 energy for 70. I guess this is dual typing, right? Like it's 2 colorless energy here, so you can like run extra energy, extra ray up on here if you would like to with your Pokemon here. Heat Blast 70, Heat More basic. Magma might love you. If your opponent active Pokemon is burned, this attack does 60 more damage. So Heat More and Typhlosion. Yeah. Once during your turn, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned, and now you're attacking 2 energy for 90. That's pretty sweet. I was about to say 2 energy for 90 as a basic mon. I think is the highest that we have, right? Non-EX basic attacking for 90 just for 2 is absurd. We have a 90 for stage 1. We obviously have a 90 for stage 2 with Solgaleo EX. Stage 1 was Starmie EX. This is a non-EX being able to hit up there. You do need a little setup, but like that's still pretty good. All right, that's it for our fire types. Ho-Ho EX is the only EX there. Then we got Poliwag, 1 energy 20, Poliwhirl, 1 energy 30, and Politoed. Okay. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, attacks used by your Pokemon that evolved from Poliwhirl do plus 40 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. So this does 2 energy for 100. Or Poliwrath? Poliwrath can do... Oh, Poliwrath can attack for 80 damage, and that has the ability like Drud, where you take your opponent gets minus 20. I think it's called knockback, but that's pretty cool. Poliwrath and Poliwrath gets an additional plus 40. Attach Giovanni plus 50. What? But this Pokemon needs to be on your bench, so you're obviously pairing that off with the other one. That's pretty sick. Oh, they didn't give us a new Poliwrath. That would have been pretty cool. But like that makes that Poliwrath like actually relevant. I don't think it's been relevant. People really tried it, but like that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Horsey. Oh, 1 energy for 30. Seadra. Oh, we're gonna get Kingdra, aren't we? Seadra, 2 energy. Razorfin, much better Seadra that we've gotten, so that's pretty good. Energy efficient. In Stormy Prison, 90 during your opponent's next turn. This defending Pokemon can't retreat. The high HP makes this playable. And then you're running a water deck. You have Greninja. You have things that attack the bench as well. That's pretty good. I like that. In my head, I kind of want to like also pair this with, for some reason, with Arceus Crobat. Because the defending Pokemon can't retreat, and the defending Pokemon's in the active slot, that plus 30, now you're attacking for 120 per turn? And I'm literally only using Crobat as a means to get here. So this could be interesting. Magikarp, flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and on effects done to this Pokemon. Oh, we love seeing that. Probably still use the one that like jumps to the back, but that's pretty good. And this is the Wild Swing Pokemon. So this is what it normally looks like. We saw the shiny version of this in the trailer, so that's pretty good. You may discard any number of your bench water Pokemon. This attack does 40 more damage for each bench Pokemon you discard this way. Love that. 20 plus, great. We put out a video before that like the wishy-washy EX deck kind of like fits well with this. While you're not maximizing your bench space, just even one Gyarados being able to discard all of those wishy-washies and wishy-washy EXs, bringing them back with the fishing net or even the selected town elder will allow you to get, 120 more damage easily. So that's pretty cool. Totodile, 20, Crocodile, 40 for 2, Feraligatr, 3. So this one requires the most energy out of the starters, 150 HP, Destructive Whirlpool, discard random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay, So Meganium heals potentially up to 80 per attack. You have Typhlosion that allows you to burn the Pokemon, whether it's in the active or on the bench. And here you're discarding energy directly from your opponent's active Pokemon. They cooked with the starters. There's really not one where you don't like, you feel pretty good about running all of them, and none of them got an EX. That's so sad. Maybe none of them got an EX. Okay, that's fine. I do like that though. I like targeting other folks' energy. Right now, we obviously had BGL EX that allows you to do it for 2. We have the Grind Core, but that is flip a tail, so it's not automatic. And we have Gyarados EX, but that requires 4, but that's an EX, right? So 3 energy kind of seems right for the 90 damage here, so that's pretty nice. Meryl 60, colorless energy. Azumarill 1 water, 2 colorless, so dual energy maybe. Thick fact, this Pokemon takes -30 from fire and water Pokemon. Okay, fire could be helpful. Maybe, I mean, even if you go against a Charizard EX who hits you for 150, that goes to a 120, you still go down. You still go down even with your thick fat. So like the fact that you need a giant cape to live that still doesn't feel pretty good. So we'll see. Misty makes this viable because that 3 energy could be 0 energy really. So maybe we have to see what the meta like really evolves into. Whoopers here, 30, 70, Quagsire, 3 energy, 80 for Surf. That's so much energy for just an 80 attack. I really don't like the fact that they do this to water Pokemon because Misty exists, like 3 energy, 3 energy, 3 energy. Like, come on, y'all, come on. All right, Quillfish, 20, Poison Sting, Poison, they're not poisoned, okay. Corsola, ooh, do we get the Galarian Corsola as well? Maybe later. Find a random Pokemon from your deck into your hand. Then we get a water version, okay? Oh, this one doesn't evolve, so it doesn't really do much for you. Still thins out your deck, but do I really just want to do this when it won't evolve, right? So I need like a very powerful water attacker that I'm looking for in order for this to really pan out well. Remedy 1 energy, 20 for 60. Octurely, Octazooka, 50. This tries to use an attack. Your opponent's flip a coin. If tails attack doesn't happen, this effect lasts until the defending Pokemon leaves the active spot and it doesn't stack. That's hilarious. Wow, it lasts. The effect lasts until they leave the active spot. So they just need 1 tails and no longer can attack you. That's crazy. Delibird allows you to draw. Okay, Meowth, I see you for the water types. Mantine basic, okay. 4 energy. Who's gonna use this? 4 energy for 80 is crazy. Okay, the first legendary cat. Let's go. 3 energy. Oh no, this is the second one. We saw Entei. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by the defending Pokemon do -20 damage. That's alright. That's alright. It's still better. It's like 1 less energy than Entei. You're attacking for 70, so it's 40 less damage, but that's still fine. You don't have to worry about discarding, and then you're able to take off -20 from their attack. So that's pretty good overall. Corphish, 2 energy, Vice Grip. Crawdaunt, 3 energy, of course. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may discard a random energy from... Ooh! From the Just the Evolution, we get to discard energy. That's sick. I like that. Ducklet, 1 energy, colorless. Swanna, 2 energy. Move all your energy from this Pokemon to one of your bench Pokemon. It's not ramp because you're not gaining any extra energy, but it can help out with dual type decks. Maybe. Because you attack once for 60 and then you just sort the energy out another way. So maybe. I don't know. I don't like move all the energy. Maybe it feels move 2 energy, but move all the energy is kind of wild. We got Chinchou here, Lightning Ball. Okay, that's for our water types, but we're in electric now. Oh, Lantern EX. Okay, 3 energy, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent is now paralyzed. If tails, so something happens regardless. Okay, and then we saw Pichu give the electric energy to your mon, so this sets this up pretty nice. Yeah, there's the Pichu Crackly Toss. Either way, I like the paralyzed more, because it's guaranteed that they don't get to attack. So that's fun, but I like the fact that you still get something, right? Confuse is a chance for them as well. So that's pretty cool. Rapier, electric for 20, 2 electrics for 50, 2 electrics for Thunder Punch. Attack does 40 more damage if Tails, this Pokemon also does 24 itself. This isn't bad, right? Because we have 150 HP Pokemon that do 20 damage. Looking at you, Giratina. Looking at you, Flareon EX. But both of those are EX Mons. And so I think I like the balance of like, you could do it for 120 attack and be fine, don't worry about your health, or you lose some health here with the attack, but you're still doing decent damage, which is 80. I think this if it was like 60 and 60, then you kind of feel bad about it, but 2 energy for 80 regardless is still very good. So there's that upside here for that 40 is super helpful. I kind of like that split a lot, and the 20 damage we've seen across the board, and it doesn't deter people from playing it. So pretty good. Elekid does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. You're not gonna live to really do a lot here, huh? So I don't know. I don't know. And these are just basics, right? Like, well, we haven't seen, like, do they evolve into the next thing? So I'm trying to figure out how they do that. Thunder, 2 energy. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. So this has the lowest energy out of the legendary cats, but it does have the lowest energy required to attack while having a least attack. So you're getting more per se, right? Like, it can attack twice before Entei can attack at all. But you're doing 40 damage to yourself at that point, and so at most you're at 50 HP, which means you're not lasting long, but you are a basic as well, so that could be pretty good. We have Emolga. This does 10 damage to one of your bench Pokemon. Do we like that? What? Is there a Mon that wants to be attacked? The only thing I can think of right now is Incineroar. I wonder if there's any lightning ones that like that. Oh, I've seen some crazy cooks with Arceus Raichu. Raichu takes minus 30 damage. This Raging Thunder, if it's focused on that means that it negates it. So this could bypass that in that kind of style deck. That's pretty fun. Slowpoke Rest. This Pokemon's on sleep, heal 30 damage from it. That's hilarious. Slowking, then it wakes up from it. Its attack does 30 more damage for each of your opponents. Okay. So Psychic, and then it's 2 costs, so its starting energy is just 10. 3 energy Psychics usually are at 60, so that's a big one, but you're attacking much quicker into it, so I can see that. Smoochum here, 30 HP. This attack does 20 damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Ooh, that kind of goes crazy. That kind of goes crazy. We've seen this with Tapu Lele do really well. It's frail, right? 30 HP, so like, you know you're gonna get this clap back, but like that, yeah, like you can't use this unless you get it going for the winner, because like 30 HP is literally nothing. Jinx here, it's a basic, so the babies are treated as their own basic types, is what I'm gathering from here. There's no new evolutionary lines. Jinx, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed for 30. I kind of like the Jinx that we have that allows you to do more damage based on their energy. So this is cool, but flipping the coin makes it really hard to see. Cleffa, Twinkly Call, put a random Pokemon into your deck. We love that for stage 2s. For the Psychic types, Togepi Charm, attack does defending, does minus 20 damage. Then we have Togetic for 2 energy, Speed Dive. You probably still will want to play the other Togetic that's just 1 energy. And this Togekiss, if any damage is done to this Pokemon by attack, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. Oh, that ability kind of makes this really playable. They attack you and you have the opportunity to just live while still being powered up by Cynthia. Being powered up by Cynthia allows you to attack for 120 each turn, so you don't get that upside of attacking for 170, but you don't have to worry about Sabrina's and everything else messing up like your rolls, because you have to do continuous attacks to finally get up there. Celestial Blessing, if you're lucky, that could be pretty sweet. That could be pretty sweet. We got Natu, 1 psychic energy for 20, Zatu, Life Drain. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon remaining HP is now 10. What? If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon's remaining HP is now 10. Nah, son. Oh my goodness, those 170, 180 boost up, and all those mons that have high HP does not matter. If I hit a heads here, that life drain does go crazy. If they guarantee heads, that's, oh my, that feels so broken. But it's now 10. Wow. Okay, we saw Espeon EX get to heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. 30 damage is good. It's a good amount. Love that. Unknown. This ability works if you have any unknown in play with an ability other than guard. All of your opponents takes -10 from your opponent's Pokemon. So what's the point of blue? I guess you need to have another unknown in play. This ability works if you have any unknown in play with an ability other than guard. Yeah, you need another unknown. But -10 everywhere, every turn is absurd. Oh, here's one. This ability works if you have an unknown in play with any other ability than power. Attacks you use does a... Okay, so we got blue. Now we got Giovanni. What? So if I put these two in play, and then you have the unknown that searches, that like looks at the top of the deck, so there's another ability right there. Okay. Wobbuffet, 2 energy, reply strongly. If this Pokemon was damaged by an attack during your opponent's last turn, while it was an active spot, this attack does 50 more damage, a little mini version of counter. Pretty cute. Girafarig, your opponent's now confused for 3 energy for 50. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. This is a lot. It's a lot. I guess you can ramp with your what's her face? What's her face? Why am I blanking on everybody's love here? Gardevoir, there we go. But that's still a lot. Snubble, 20. Then we do 100 for 20 to itself for 120 HP. Stage 1, not bad. Muno, 20. 60. Both Pokemon are now asleep. Okay, can we do anything crazy with sleep? Like, do we get to drain their health or something, or like get their, or we get HP back every single time somebody's asleep? Because like both Pokemon asleep, like how does that help? I guess you're running Pokemon Center Lady or like the big Masala coin or whatever that's called, just to like wake yourself up. Start attacking again. Onix, 3 energy, headbutt 50. You get to generate the energy anyways, due to Brock. But Steelix, Sudowoodo, 50, 90. We still love the one that does more to EXs. Gligar, 10, Gliscor, 60, both for double energy. So hello, slotting into other styles. So if we have electric running up, we got that with them. Swinub, ooh, is a fighting type. Okay, we got the ground Mammo coming up. 2 energy, 3 energy, 4 energy, of course. Does fighting have ramp? Say so, because they keep hitting them with this. 160 to attack does 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. Yeah, that's Earthquake, that makes sense. I wish I said all of the bench Pokemon, because it's an Earthquake, it hits everybody, but I guess the 160 is enough on their side. They don't want to penalize too much here. Pokemon though, that's for sure. Fanfi, Reckless Charge, 30 does 10 damage to itself. If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energy attached, this attack does 60 more damage. So 3 energy gets us to 110. 160, you have enough time to get there, so that's not too bad. Tyro! Oh no! Slappy Knuckle was supposed to be attached to fighting energy. Tyro, you were supposed to be the chosen one. Okay, you're just doing 20 damage with 30 health for free, but like, you only have 30 health. Why are we attacking with you like that? Hit on top, this attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That makes sense. Shout out to Fighting getting their own Pheromosa here. Laritar, 10 damage, colorless. So Tyranitar is rock and dark. So we get maybe the dark type Tyranitar. Pupitar, yeah, it's leaning towards that. If we don't get Tyranitar popping up right here. During this opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 30 from attacks. Pretty good. Yep. Nice. Binacle. Oh, they're going the water rock. So rock is fighting. That's where they're going with this one. Dual chop. We get to flip coins. Sweet. Dynamic chop. 3 energy is a lot. Zubat. 10. Poison. Love it. Pretty quick. Pretty easy. Go back. Poison. Oh, so everybody's just getting poisoned. Venomous Fang. Poison. Venomous Fang. Poison. Venomous Slash. Poisoned. 1 energy poison for 70 is great. This is a great EX here. And now you can pair this up. You can also pair this up with Weavile because they're also getting damage to them because they have the poison, and then you can start attacking that way. So that could be pretty sweet. That could be pretty sweet. We have Spinarak here. 1 energy for 20. Ariados during this next Pokemon's defend can't retreat. Alright. And we've seen like Arbok with like 60 for corner, but that's 2 energy. So for 1 energy, bind down for 40. So that's pretty good. You can do a lot of mess with this kind of thing. So that's pretty sweet there. 80 HP is kind of on the lower end, but you can find ways to survive. I'm running EX. If this Pokemon is in an active spot, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has damage to the active spot. That's insane. Pair this up with a Greninja. You get a free Cyrus without having to use your Cyrus. Enough said. Astonish. If your Pokemon reveals have heads, they reveal and put it back. Love that. Disrupting your opponent's hand. Dark Clutter for 60. Pretty good. Oh, we got a new Weavile. 20 and 50. Pretty solid. For non-EX, that's pretty good. Houndour for 40 for 2 for 3. Discard a random card from your opponent's hand. Okay, so you get Murkrow to give you a chance to do that, and then you get Houndoom to do that here. And then there's a Tyranitar for dark energy. What are they doing to him? He already has to do 4 energy for fighting, and they're making him do this again. Once during your turn, you may move all your dark energy from each of your Pokemon to this Pokemon. Never mind. Never mind, but there's no ramp, but when you do finally send this in, you get to attach that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, Dark just needs their own ramp, and they're solid. Leap over, this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Love that. There's a Fortress that we talked about, Steel type. 2 Steel, 3 energy, 80. Nah, that's okay. Steelix. Just needs 1 steel energy and then 3 colorless, so you can Brock, steel, and then that gets you your 110. That's pretty nice. Scizor, 2 steel energy, Gale Thrust, 50. If this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active, you get to do 100 damage. Oh, that's pretty good. You set this up, it goes forward, you attack, you retreat, attack with your second Pokemon, that Pokemon retreats, you get to attack for 100 again. Not bad. Skarmory gets the EX. I wish it was Scizor. Why not him? Okay, Skarmory, 2 steel, 70. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes minus 20 damage from attacks. That's okay. That's okay. I kind of like the 1 energy for... I kind of like the 1 energy attacker more. I feel like I get more damage. Yes, it's less HP. It's not an EX though, and you threaten things very quickly. But who knows? We'll see how this plays. Minus 20 doesn't feel like a lot, but if you do minus 20 and then you do Adamantum, I definitely butchered his name. But if you do him, that's minus 40 for a turn, and minus 40 can make you live a lot. Maybe. Mawile, 30. Love it. Just a normal attack. Clink Clink, 1 for 20, 2 for 40. Clink Clang, 3 for 70. This Pokemon Gear Trainer does plus. Oh, so you possibly get to attack for 140. They hit you with a this is a continuous 140 as long as you stay in that active spot. Okay. Spearow, we're into our colorless now. Spearow's getting some love. 10, 30. If this is your opponent's active Pokemon is a grass Pokemon, this attack does 40 more damage. Oh, okay. So that's how they're gonna be doing it. That's cute. these things that obviously attack like the Caterpies and Weedles, and they get, you know, they like their bugs. So based on the typing, they get extra. That's cool. I like that. Chansey, flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage to this Pokemon by attacks. You're just Bulk City. Love it. This does 20 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Ooh, so this could go with Ho-Oh EX just ramping up, right? 30, and then this attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached. So aren't you attacking for 60? More damage for each energy. So this is 60. 60 for 3, and then if you continue on, you add more, then you get that. So that's where you start off with. Kangaskhan is getting some love! If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, this attack does 40 more damage. I'm indifferent about this one. We've definitely seen some decks that just love their basic EX mons, and then we're getting some strong basic EX mons, aka Ho-Oh and Lugia here, but we'll see how this goes. Eevee, of course, another Eevee. Porygon 2, attach an energy from your energy zone. Put a card from your deck that evolves into this Pokemon onto this evolve. 2 spinning attack for 40. Put a random card from your deck that evolves from this Pokemon and to evolve it. So you get a free evolution. That's pretty cool. You get to go right into this. Attacks. Defending costs 1 more. You get to skip that, so that's kind of nice. Sentret. Ferret. 1 energy for 80. Tails though attack does nothing. What is that? Seeking? Haven't heard that name in a while. This Pokemon can't be asleep. Is that a good thing? Like does that happen often? Flip a coin if Tails just does nothing. If heads during your opponents prevent all damage. Oh, boo. I guess it's fly and you can't reach it, so that's why it does that. Draw cards so you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent. That could be very good. Tail Jab for 1 energy. This is the reason to play Abipom. This is the reason to play Abipom, because you're drawing and not necessarily losing the cards that you have in your hand, right? Whereas like the Chatot makes you reshuffle until you have that. Now you get to keep your cards, so that's pretty cool. Dunsparce, we get some Paralyzed, if some heads. Teddy Ursa, they get to heal, and then 20 damage for each heads, but you still attack for 60 at base. 60 for 3 energy feels bad. 3 energy for 100 is okay, but it's a stage 1, so it's not too bad. Stantler, this Pokemon has a Pokemon attached tool, 50, but 2 energy, so we're attacking for 70. Smeargle, change the type of a random energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon to one of the following. Oh, we get to mess at random, so we don't get to choose, but we get to mess with them. That's pretty fun. A lot of these are like double energies, not colorless, so that could be fun. We got the Lugia EX here. We've seen this: water, fire, electric. Attack for 180. Buffon, flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 70 for each heads. It could hurt. Oh, now we got our shinies. This is pretty. Vaporeon, Magnemite, Magneton. Oh, there's a chance. This is a good card for people to pick up, so why not? But you obviously can just trade. But it's a nice shiny. We got Primate, Nidorino, Nidoqueen. I wish they did something. They gotta do something with this card. Nidorino, Nidoking. This blue is beautiful. Magi. We get the Gyarados EX. This is so lovely. So lovely. Mankey. Oh, this one's pretty. Oh man, oh that's pretty. Okay, I don't like how there's so many shinies, but some of these look really good. You can't deny that. Oh. Okay, so we get our 1 stars. Blossom, the Petal Dance, that's fire. The Chikorita. Oh, we got some more shinies. The Shuckle, 2 stars now. Oh, these are the only 1 stars right here. Okay. Oh, this is fun. This is their rainbow. Okay. They always just do the most random on. Heracross gets a 1 star. All right, so this is just like a mixed bag of like what we're gonna get. This looks pretty sick. It's like carrying its own thing. Cyndaquil gets 1. Okay, it's building up some tea. Magby gets 1. Oh, I love that. Do all the babies get 1? The 2 star for Ho-Oh EX is fire. Do we get a... Oh, it's an immersive. Oh my goodness! Now I want that immersive. It gets the crown. That makes sense. Oh, actually, I can't say it makes sense because things have been. We got the Nihilego gold crown and Eevee bag. So I'm glad that they went back to this. The Ho-EX, I'm gonna assume Lugia has it as well. But this looks cracked. I'm ready for it. Kingdra gets a 2-star. Now that's art. Oh, they went so hard. They went so hard for that. Shining Gyarados, Totodile. I want this as a real card. I really do. I really do. Oh, I'm excited to look for that. Quillfishes deserve it. That's pretty sweet. Little family of Quillfishes here. The Octillery one is fire as well. They don't miss. Delibird is hilarious. Picking up berries to give away. Lantern EX gets a 2-star. That, oh, man. That's good. Pichu, Ampharos. Okay, shooting star. I see you. I wonder if I wouldn't want to see a lighthouse, but like this is cool as well. Togepi, little background matching like the squiggles that are on Togepi's egg is cute. Xatu with such a mood here. We got the Espeon. Oh, they got a rainbow as well. Oh, that means Umbreon has to have one, right? Because like look at this. Look at the psychic energy going around his bead. Love that. Wobbuffet. The playground. Gligar trying to fly with the birds. Gang. That's hilarious. Donphan, okay. Oh, their rainbow's cool. And kind of like I like these kind of immersives as well. Or rainbow art where like they're integrated in like with people, right? Like it shows like, hey, if Pokemon were real, this is what they'd be doing. They're helping us build this cabin or move these lumber that we just like chopped down. So I like that. Crobat EX gets this. This is pretty. This is cool. I feel like there's definitely a lot more that hit than that one. Like I like that more. I definitely love that more. I think that might be my least favorite so far. I'm not gonna lie. It's still pretty cool. Spinarak goes hard. That goes hard. Wow, there's the Umbreon. There's the Umbreon. Oh my goodness. This is like these Umbreon cards just don't miss either. I don't think there's a bad Umbreon card in the real TCGs. That's so good. That's just like dark chaos everywhere. That's sweet. Murkrow with the black and white background and only them are in color. The T-Tar smashing things. I want this card as well. This just looks so whimsical. Scizor goes. Oh, they went hard with these Zard. Look at that marked speed. Flying through above the canyons with the sunset in the back. Come on now. Blissey just having a good old time doing the laundry. We got the Eevee. They even gave Sentret one. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of cards to collect here. A lot that's happening in these packs here, but we're good. Look at the Stantler. This is cool. And it's like the fourth wall. It's treating you as like the painting canvas. I like that touch to it, right? Like this is the paint here that like the canvas is on. I like that. I think this is the more creative ones I've seen. There's Lugia, there's the store. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I like Ho-EX more. I think I do because it had like the black and white and the color here. Now I gotta see how they play it out because now I gotta see how they see what these videos look like. There's a crown, love that. Elemental switch. Oh, so we got into our items here. Move a fire, water, electric from one of your bench to your active. Love that. Free Dawn, you know. Squirt bottle, discard a fire energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Fire has too much ramp. It has too much ramp. Squirt on him. Squirt on him. Steel Apron to steal. Pokemon discards attachment, takes minus 10 damage from your opponent's attacks. Because from all special intentions can be. Oh! Obviously, steel right can't be poisoned. That's pretty cool. That kind of makes Skarmory a little bit more viable because now you're taking minus 30, possibly minus 50. That's kind of sweet. You can bring out Bastion now. This is like minus 80, minus 90 for sure. Dark Pendant. If the dark Pokemon that this card is attached to is in the active spot is damaged by an attack from the opponent's Pokemon, opponent reveals a card in their hand and shuffles into their deck. Oh, so they are really leaning into this dark, just messing with your opponent's hands. I'm gonna have to play with this archetype and figure out what that looks like. If the Pokemon is attached is knocked out by put it into your hand to your discard pile. Okay, they will still get the point, but we still get the Pokemon and all the cards. I'm going to assume that are attached to it. Not the Pokemon tool, if it had one, but like all of the pre-evos from there as well, because we typically get all of them back when we bounce them from Ilma, right? Will, the next time you flip any number of coins for the effect of an attack, ability, or training card after using this card on this turn, your first coin flip will definitely be heads. Whoa, so you get again. Oh, so all those Pokemon that we talked about that have the flips now immensely get better. The 1 energy 80 attack mon that I was like seeking, you now for 1 energy get a guaranteed 80 attack off is insane. Oh, that kind of puts Seeking back to relevancy as well, because you can just attack for 80. Okay! Celebi is annoying because you get to roll off, but the next time you flip, so after using this card on this turn, so I have to use it and then it goes into effect. So I can use Misty the following, it just needs to be the first card that I play that following turn that has that. Okay. Lyra, switch one of your active Pokemon that has damage on it with one of your bench Pokemon for free. Doesn't even tell me that I need to retreat. They obviously can bring us back up with Cyrus or now the new Umbreon EX, but that is kind of nice. It's a free retreat without it actually being called a retreat. That's crazy. Silver, your opponent reveals their hand. Choose a supporter card you find there. Shuffle it into your opponent's deck. Silver's about to go into that dark pendant, dark removal for sure. Fisher, flip 3 coins for each heads. A water Pokemon is chosen at random from a discard pile and put it into your hand. Okay, so this is support for a Gyarados for sure. And it's really funny because Fisher has all the Magikarps. So that makes a lot of sense. I like that. During your opponent's next turn, all of your Steelix and Skarmory EX6 minus 50 damage from your opponent's attack. Okay, so we take Steel Armor minus 10, Skarmory EX attacks for minus 20, that's minus 30. This is minus 50, you're taking minus 80 with Jasmine. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, Skarmory EX now makes more sense with this supporter card. I see the vision. For each of your fighting Pokemon in play, look at that many cards from the top of your deck and put them back in any order. That could be interesting. I don't mind rearranging cards around. That could be interesting. I like this. I like this. And then we got the 2-star arts. I'm going to hunt down Lyra. Silver looks cool, actually. So does Will. Will looks cool. Oh, they did well with these. They did well with these. Even the hiker looks good. All right, y'all. I know this was a longer one, but we literally we literally went through the entire set. Like we're just going through it right now. Skipping through this game to see the wonderful art, getting to see the Pokemon abilities and attacks and everything else like that. So appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Comment down Squirtle, so that way I know that you made it to the end. And I am now ready for what's to come, so let me know if you are too. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace!